Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Sim World 2 video. In today's one we are on the Hauptstrecke Rhein Ruhr in the DBR 101. The reason we're doing this is because obviously both of these DLCs are part of the preserved collection, which means, well, hang on, the 101 isn't, although now it's on Epic Games anyway. Yeah, because the preserved collection has now come to the Epic Games store. So yeah, this DLC and Hauptstrecke Rhein Ruhr will now be on there. Obviously, yeah, the 101 is not actually a preserved DLC. This one came up back in March for Train Sim World 2. But obviously, to play it, you need Hauptstrecke Rhein Ruhr, which is a preserved DLC. So that's obviously why it wasn't out before, as you wouldn't be able to do much with it. And it obviously wouldn't activate unless you had the route. Anyway, hopefully everyone's all well. Let's get the doors shut. We've got about sort of 13 minutes or so to Essen. Yeah, anyway, let's get going. But yeah, personally, this is my favourite German route. It is a brilliant route. It is 28 kilometres long. So when you think about that, you're like, well, yeah, you'll be like, oh, that's quite short. Well, no, it's not. Is it 28 kilometres or 28 miles? I'm having a look again. No, 28 miles. Yeah, 28 miles. So quite a bit. That's BML equivalent. That would be. Oh, yeah, that's the problem with some wheel slip. Just move. That's the only annoying thing about this loco. The wheel slip is. Oh yeah, that's probably why. Haven't done the brake key. I'll try and go. Yeah, 28 miles. So when you think about it, it's actually fairly short. But that was sort of the average for the earlier TSW routes. You know, 28, 34. So for the time this come out, this was sort of the average route length. And I mean, journey times, that's sort of that's the most important thing. The journey times, well, on here it's upwards to 50 minutes. That's when you're doing an S-Bahn service. And then when you're doing a express service, it's around 25 minutes, so. And it's got a decent selection of services with different times. Another thing about this route is it's pretty much a rush hour route. At least it feels like a rush hour route. I mean, the amount of trains on this route, there's a lot. There's a lot of trains on this route. I think for freight services, I may have it off at the moment, and that's annoyingly because I did have to install Rhein Ruhr Osten because of the. Actually, hang on a second. No, there's a freight train there. I take that back. Yeah, I did it uninstall Rhein Ruhr Osten. So I think they come from main Spessart-Bahn then. Yeah, must be main Spessart-Bahn. But yeah, it does feel like a rush hour route with the amount of trains you see, and the service mode is packed on here, especially with all of the extra layers and all the different trains you see. It's brilliant. So the only thing it is missing is the Train Sim World 2 upgrades, obviously level crossings, PIS, obviously the actual rush hour passengers. But it's a very, very good route. And yeah, that's why it's my favourite German route in the game. By quite a stretch, as you sort of get that mainline feel on it, as well as the sort of regional feel. Especially if you've done an S-Bahn service out past Essen, where the line splits, you get the fast line here and the slow line down here. So you get, you know, it's always a different journey. It's lovely. And with the route, you also get 2 amazing electric multiple units. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, does it? 2 electric trains in one route. The 422 and the 425. And it's slightly different from the one from Rhein Ruhr Osten as well. Let's get that up. And yeah, apologies if I do sound a bit dull and not talking as much. Yeah, I have got some sort of illness at the moment, some sort of infection of some sort, which hopefully will go away in the next few days. So my throat is killing me. So literally every time I talk, it's tough. But obviously, thanks all for coming in. Yeah, it's just sort of the first part of the route, you know, speeding along at almost 90 miles an hour. Pretty scenic through the spit. And then we go into the next sort of big town, and that is Mülheim. So you get a nice sort of mix. You get obviously Duisburg where it begins, Mülheim, Essen, and then Bochum. Things I got this route back at Christmas, and this route's been out actually since March 2020, pretty much near enough the day that lockdown started here in the UK. But just back then, as I didn't really do YouTube as much, obviously I played TSW plenty, but didn't really stream it or record it as much as we do now. And I wasn't really getting any money from anything really. I obviously weren't up to 1,000 subs, so that's why I only got it in at Christmas. I do sort of wish I did get it beforehand. It's a brilliant route. Good thing that's why I got it, and then a couple months later the 101 come out, which makes it even better. This is Mülheim Stirum. See that? Through we go. No, that's a trick signal there. See, every time I see that signal I'm like, oh, double yellow. But no, it's actually because the line comes round here. So that's our signal there, and the sun is really in my eyes there. Quite a cool church or whatever it was on the left there. But yeah, we'll come on up on Mülheim West, and then it's then at Mülheim Hauptbahnhof, which pretty much all of the other trains apart from the IC services, they will stop here. Let's get the speed down to 110. There we go. As we come up to Hauptbahnhof. Although I think a couple of the IC services do actually stop here. Some of the peak time ones. Safer. There's a 422 in there. Another brilliant unit. See, I reckon if this route was a little bit longer, I would actually do a full shift on it. There's like a German route doing a full shift on it. Actually, it's very busy. It's a very enjoyable route. But yeah, I reckon if it was slightly more, you know, some journey times were a bit more, I probably would do a full shift on it. Or maybe we will at some point, although don't now comment on the live stream saying when's the full shift happening in Hauptstrecke Rhein Ruhr. But yeah, I could easily sit and do this route for a long time. As I said, that was only an idea. Yeah, I think the thing what sticks out to me about this route is simply the fact that you sort of get that mainline feel to it. It's a bit like what Rhein Ruhr Osten has as well. Obviously, once you join up onto the main line at Schwelm and you get the fast line and the slow line join up, you sort of get that mainline rush into Wuppertal. You know, there's trains, fast. That's sort of what this route has, but just bigger and, well, just better on this one. Let's get that out. Safer, yeah. But then you also get that regional feel as well, sort of the countryside feel. When you get the S-Bahn line split off, the fast line split off, and you're, you know, very much just on a normal, just regional two-track railway. It's not too far to Essen Florhausen next, which is, I suppose, a unique station. Well, I wouldn't say it's unique, but I like it because the platform for trains towards Duisburg is actually higher up. But you'll see when we get there, one's like much higher up and then one's quite low down. You get a couple of tracks in between which sort of ramp up. But no, it's just a cool station to watch trains go by. As you watch them go by 100 miles an hour, it's very frequent as well. But yeah, we'll see it in a minute. You'll see you can see the line going down very soon. The far right line. You'll see that. Yeah, it's going out. It's ramping off. There it goes. And you can see the station coming on, and you get sort of the lines will go under and up in the middle of the station. Yeah, here it is here, like you can see the upper platform, the lines in the middle will come up, and then the lower platform there. It's just a cool station, and yeah, very frequent as well, so a good place for train spotting on the route. C5. There we go. And we should get a speed warning speed board soon, I think, for a 130. There's Essen West. But yeah, it's not far to Essen now, so we do need to whack the brakes on. Brakes are very good in the 101, so I don't need to worry about that. It's going to bring it down to 100. So it's not far to the station either. There's Essen Depot there. Got a modern facility by the looks of things. And we have got a double yellow as well. There's a warning for a 110. Yeah, I thought there was a 100 warning board on the last one. But actually, we're quite a lot lower than that, actually. Although I do have a 1000 hertz magnet, so that's all good. Right, here we are, Essen. Yeah, it's a lovely journey, that is. And obviously you're now available on the Epic Games Store. And obviously available on other platforms as well. But yeah, it's one of those, I feel like it's one of those must-have German routes. Especially if you like that sort of rush hour feel. Even though this route isn't actually a rush hour route. But yeah, when you've got all the other layers and all the DLC for this one, it's quite busy. Train over there, you can see the train's got signals that we're coming in soon. Train there on the left you can see, and that one on the right actually goes off towards Aachen, which obviously is in the game. Here we are. Yeah, apologies again if I'm a bit quiet or dull or not talking as much. Yeah, it really does. It's quite hard to talk when your throat's banging on at you. Seafoot, yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's a lovely route. It's slightly early in the morning, so I could have done it a bit later where it might have been a little bit busier. Although the route is definitely best though at sunrise. Here we are, we did it. But yeah, that is going to be it, everyone, for today's Train Sim World 2 video. Obviously, hopefully everyone did enjoy it. Obviously we'll find a link in the description to the Discord server, to the PayPal and to the merch store if you do want to help support the channel. But apart from that, thanks for coming in, and I hope you'll see you in the next one. See you all, and take care. Bye guys.